And welcome back. The Aberdeen Wings took to the ice tonight to start the Central Division Finals, and head coach Scott Langer says this is the best team he's had in his 3 years in the Hub City.
This is the strongest leadership group that we've had in Aberdeen in the last 3 years, and they've done an exceptional job. So I truly believe that the culture just keeps getting stronger and stronger, and this is, out of the 3 years I've spent in Aberdeen, this is the strongest one.
All right, so let's take the ice with the Wings tonight, where they took on the Minot Toros, and early in the game, John Sladek is going to score. Actually, late in the first period, look at him backhanded in, and it's a 1-1 game. They were down 1-0 early. Second period, Joe Strata puts the Wings on top. Still, we were tied 2-2 after 2. This was a great playoff hockey game tonight. Toros would take the lead. David Risenen right down the middle makes it 3-2 in favor of Minot with 9:58 to go in the game. But with 5 minutes left, it's going to be Sladek again. His second goal ties it, sends the game to overtime. And unfortunately, the game-winning goal was just scored a couple of minutes ago by the Toros in overtime. Let's go to your scoreboard. The final 4-3, the Toros take the one-game lead in the playoff series. Well, the scheduling was good for the Metro Conference track meet, which was today. It was held at Howard Wood Field, where the relays take place next weekend. The girls' 4x800-meter relay, Radiana Simonova anchoring Lincoln to the win. They cruise in a time of 9:47.98. Boys' 4x8-meter relay, much closer. Austin Vagance from Brandon Valley pulls away down the stretch. They win in a time of 8:16.75. Boys shot put, Lincoln's Tyler Hyatt with a throw of 56 feet 4 inches. He wins. Back to the track. Girls 100-meter hurdles now. Lincoln's Josephine Dahl takes it in a meet record time of 15:44, and a wild finish in the boys 110-meter hurdles. 3 runners bunched. Lincoln's Andrew Martins in a photo finish. You can't hardly tell who won there, but he leaned and got it. Lincoln wins the boys' championship. Let's go to your scoreboard by a wide margin. Yikes. On the girls' side, Brandon Valley, a close one with Lincoln, 1-2 there. A couple of more scores for you. In softball, Augie sweeps 2 from Crookston. Maggie Kadrilik had quite a day. Vikings now 46-7, 26-2 in the league. St. Cloud takes 2 from USF. Mankato takes 2 from Northern, same scores. Baseball, SMSU and Mary split. Northern and St. Cloud. Hey, the Wolves take both of those games. Big celebration after the game with, the video and the tape and the helmets, and I just didn't have time for it. USF and Winona State split a doubleheader, and Omaha beats South Dakota State 5-2. Well, the NFL draft continued tonight in Nashville, where a trio of local standouts hoping to hear their names called tonight or tomorrow. USF offensive lineman Trey Pipkins is the only Cougar ever invited to the NFL Combine, and his head coach John Anderson, who was on Calling All Sports today, said he looked right at home with all those big-name athletes, and he's confident Trey will end up playing on Sundays.
You got past the eye test to be able to get mentioned the way he does, but what he's been able to do with those intangibles and those things that he's been blessed with, he's continually improved. The time frame that we had him, he went from an all-conference player to an All-American, or from an All-American to an NFL prospect, and that's internal motivation.
All right, a pair of Jackrabbits will also be paying close attention to. Jordan Brown of South Dakota State with the pick right there, had a great career, and of course Sioux Falls native Taryn Christian, the quarterback. Will look to see if he gets drafted tomorrow. Taryn, the all-time best quarterback in the history of South Dakota State. But here's the good news. Let's go to the board. Pipkins taken with a 91st pick by the San Diego Chargers. Just happened a few minutes ago. The second Cougar ever drafted. Congrats to him. Webster native Logan Storley is at the LFA 64 fights tonight at the Pentagon. Won't be fighting tonight. He's here to help promote the fights and also support some of his teammates from his gym in Florida. Logan has great memories here. He never lost. He's excited for his buddies who fight tonight.
A great performance, and they can, start working their way up, to sign with a Bellator or the UFC. And so every fight is, it's a big stepping stone in their career, and a chance to have a great performance to catch the eyes of, the guys in the big leagues.
Let's see how some of them did tonight. Here's a look. Just a tremendous venue. The Pentagon is just set up for this. It's perfect. Second round, Tyler Ray catching Sam Garrett with a big right hand, knocked him down. Ray would get the tap out via the arm triangle choke a few minutes later. So bad night for Sam Garrett of Sioux Falls, who was excited. He told us that yesterday to fight in front of the hometown fans. Next up at heavyweight, Ryan Debelak fighting out of Sioux Falls and training here. A couple of big shots on Brian Peterson on his way to a unanimous decision. Tough bout for Bryce Logan, takes down Ken Glenn late in the fight, and it's going to help him get a split decision. That was the favorite call for the hometown crowd. And Jordan Larson up next. Things go south in the second round. Bobby Lee out of St. Cloud gets him in a rear naked chokehold. Eventually, he would get the tap out, so Jordan Larson loses in his match tonight. And again, congrats to Trey Pipkins of USF, drafted in the third round by the San Diego Chargers. We'll be right back.